Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that touches so many of us, yet we often keep it hidden: the silent battles we fight within ourselves. It's about those internal monsters, the doubts, the fears, the insecurities, and how we can journey towards true self acceptance. If you've ever felt like you were wrestling with your own thoughts or struggling to be kind to yourself, then this video is for you. So grab a comfy seat, maybe a warm drink, and let's explore this together. We all have them, don't we? Those nagging voices that tell us we're not good enough, not smart enough, not pretty enough. They whisper insecurities, feed our anxieties, and sometimes they feel like giant, insurmountable monsters lurking in the shadows of our minds. But here's the thing: you are not alone in this fight. These feelings are a universal part of the human experience, and acknowledging them is the very first step on our journey to self acceptance. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, the shadows don't seem so big and scary anymore. For a long time, I struggled with my own internal critics. I'd compare myself endlessly to others, always finding myself lacking. I chased perfection, believing that if I just achieved enough, proved enough, or looked a certain way, those monsters would finally disappear. But guess what? They didn't. In fact, the harder I tried to silence them by external means, the louder they seemed to get. It was an exhausting cycle, and I realized something crucial. You can't defeat an internal monster with external validation. The battle has to be fought and won from within. So, how do we begin to fight these silent battles? It starts with awareness, pure and simple. Pay attention to the thoughts that pop into your head when that critical voice speaks up. Instead of immediately believing it or trying to push it away, just notice it. Acknowledge its presence. You might say to yourself, "Ah, there's my fear of failure again." Or, "Hello, self doubt, I hear you." This act of simply noticing without judgment creates a little space between you and the thought. It reminds you that you are not your thoughts. You are the observer of your thoughts. Next, let's talk about the power of reframing. Often, these monsters are born from past experiences, old wounds, or societal pressures. They're not always malicious. Sometimes they're misguided attempts by our brains to protect us, even if they end up causing more harm than good. Instead of seeing these thoughts as enemies, try to reframe them. What might that monster actually be trying to tell you in its own clumsy way? For example, the monster of self doubt might actually be trying to tell you to prepare more thoroughly or to take things slow. Once you understand the underlying message, you can address it constructively rather than letting it paralyze you. A huge part of self acceptance is embracing your imperfections. We live in a world that constantly bombards us with images of perfection, making us feel like we need to be flawless to be worthy. But perfection is a myth. It's a highlight reel, not real life. Your flaws, your quirks, your unique way of seeing the world, these are what make you, you. They are part of your beautiful tapestry. Think about the people you admire most. Do you love them because they are perfect, or because of their humanity, their resilience, and yes, even their endearing imperfections? Start extending that same grace and understanding to yourself. Practicing self compassion is absolutely vital. Imagine a dear friend came to you struggling with the exact same insecurities you're facing, would you berate them? Tell them they're not good enough? Of course not. You'd offer kindness, understanding, and support. So why do we treat ourselves so harshly? Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same warmth, care, and understanding you would offer to someone you love. It's about being your own best friend, your own biggest advocate. This might feel awkward at first, but with consistent practice, it becomes a powerful tool in dismantling those internal monsters. Another incredibly powerful tool is setting boundaries, both with others and, perhaps even more importantly, with yourself. This means learning to say no to things that drain your energy, removing yourself from situations that trigger your insecurities, and protecting your mental space. It also means setting boundaries around those negative thought patterns. When a destructive thought starts to creep in, you have the power to say, no, not today, and gently redirect your focus to something positive or productive. It's not about ignoring the thought completely, but about choosing not to dwell on it or let it take root. Building a support system is also key. You don't have to fight these battles alone. Talk to a trusted friend, a family member, or a therapist. Sharing your struggles can be incredibly liberating. Just hearing someone say, "Me too," can make a world of difference. It reminds you that you're part of a larger community and that your experiences are valid. Sometimes an external perspective can help you see things you couldn't see on your own, offering new strategies and insights for navigating your internal landscape. Remember, this journey to self acceptance isn't a destination, it's an ongoing process. There will be good days and challenging days. The monsters might never completely disappear, but as you practice these strategies, they will start to shrink. Their voices will become quieter, and you'll find yourself with more tools and more strength to handle them. You'll learn to coexist with them, understanding that they are just a part of your story, not the whole story. The goal isn't to be fearless, but to acknowledge fear and still choose courage. It's not about never feeling insecure, but about developing the resilience to move forward despite those feelings. True self acceptance means loving yourself, flaws and all, and trusting in your inherent worth. You are worthy, just as you are, right here, right now. So, let's commit to being a little kinder to ourselves each day. Let's challenge those internal critics and embrace our beautifully imperfect selves. This journey is yours, and you are capable of navigating it with strength and grace. You deserve to live a life free from the tyranny of your own mind. Thank you so much for joining me on this important conversation today. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content like this, and share it with someone who might need to hear these words. Your support means the world to me. And remember, you are stronger than you think, and you are absolutely enough. I'll see you in the next one.